Alright, we're live. Back at it again. Hopefully the microphone's working fine. I gotta change... Yeah, where's Firefox audio like that? Let me see if I can go in and actually turn off some of these, order some of these sound options in the mixer real quick here. Yeah, bro, mic is fine. I wish I could actually move this a little bit. Advanced audio properties. Can I reorder them? Why is the mic on the bottom? Maybe I can't, so I'll just leave it there. Alright, so I'm gonna get this build, last build I just did a second ago live real quick. Yeah, we're gonna get the respawning mechanic working. I need an image. I know, I'll do this. Oh, that's the old one. Alright, we should be good to go. Alright, so repair hangar. And NPC security testing in our station. Let's get our modules working. Yeah, right. Okay, so hangars. Hey, uniform. A lot of this stuff was actually needed to be refactored anymore. I don't think the manager is. Yeah, I think these could be changed. Are you going to include? Are you going to include the incorrect spelling of hangars as a joke that your bot has in the game somehow? I'm not sure. Maybe it'd be funny. Yeah, 'cause these are the independent systems, not necessarily modules. Station manager. Station itself does not have. Yeah, I guess we could do it for the manager. So this will be. And it can be empty by default. If I'm going to be auto populating. Because I do have station modules. Medical. And then our medical, make it so when people type in chat hangers, it blasts them. Oh, I could do that as a filter. That'd be funny. So just make the public array of medical tanks. And technically we need to like kind of assign them. So let's assume that healing tank, other than systemics, and also yeah, because I wanted to take like an NPC or a player, so I'll probably just do a node reference. Build occupant. We'll do a public void occupant. And we'll just give it a node reference. Yeah, because we have a boolean. Make a quest in game. If they spell it correctly, they get a skin or a gun or something. If they get it wrong, all the NPCs get snappy. It'll be funny. Yeah, I want a node reference that references either or. The player definition or assignation or oh, just spell it wrong on purpose, depending on what happens. I don't know too many people spell it wrong. Yeah, I guess the healing tank can have an NPC reference. 4 NPCs. Because we could use occupant as a generalist thing, or we could keep track of utility. Yeah, it'd be really funny Easter egg. Yeah, we'll leave this here for the NPC system. Might as well use the backlog resolution. Yeah. Alright, DP and I played Once Human yesterday and discovered that some of the bases of people who have not gone on a few days vanished, but spots still mark theirs as their territory. Oh, so it like kind of degrades. Yeah, so there's no occupant. I'm gonna return, I think. Yeah, it just spawns them to save on server resources. Gotcha. Yeah, so players are going to use the occupant node reference for the time being. Hey, Bungalow. Welcome, welcome. Hmm. Got my glasses. Yeah, because I need to figure out like if I'm gonna have more than one medical module on a big station or not. Stations get big enough, they might need more than one. I might do it like I consider the commerce modules, which have multiple. Need a chat window and stream to combine the chat so we can talk to each other by going to the other service. Yeah, I have one on the social blade, but I don't have a way of capturing it. Yeah, I like this system that I was using before. Get relocation from NPC, just using nodes for the pathfinding. I might copy this in the system. Into the medical module. It's pretty much the same thing. Am I using the healing tanks? Stream elements might have the way to do it, but be careful. Remember, play Twitch. It hates when you broadcast your dual streaming, especially if you're a partner on Twitch, which I'm not. This isn't doing anything else. Be sure. I'm excited to get this working today. Funny that even when you capital, oh no, it actually totally lost reference. Fine. I'm thinking of purging my Twitch. I'll accept Galog members that stream because I never sit on Twitch except for you, DP. And hey, Sandwich. Sandwich says morning. I think YouTube is actually like ultimately like when I start doing devlogs, I think the YouTube itself will pick up. I need to get the followership. YouTube needs to reach 1,000 so I can actually like monetize it, and Facebook needs to reach 100. And then after that, I plan to just multi-stream to 3 of them. That's my plan anyway. But getting the Facebook up taking a while. Because I don't post, like I need to like post like devlogs stuff like on my own. Captain, like on my Revere. Hello, came to see sofas attached to cannons. Instead, you're getting an NPC being highly aggressive. We're working on the NPC AI. Mostly because I need to die. And there isn't anything that can kill me. I know the ships fight back, but so check this out. Well, YouTube is good because I'm always on YouTube. Yep. So let's go find our advanced NPC. So, you know, we have our new UI. I changed the bullet velocity. It's so funny. The arcing you're seeing is the actual gravity affecting them. It's funny. They're like paintball bullets right now. I gotta fix this jitter as well from the IK system, but that's not a big deal. So there's our advanced AI, who's attempting to kill me. If I kill him first, then we're golden. Except for when he does. Okay, well, all right. So we got. You love that they have bullet drop. Yeah. So I'm being camped right now. Thanks. I also need to stop walking. The nav mesh stuff is you know, kind of terrible, but that's totally fine. So we've died, but what I need to do is have my game manager. Right now, the game manager and the system manager are kind of like decoupled. The system manager itself handles everything that's inside the system that needs to be spawned and despawns. It handles state management of the NPC ships. It handles state management. The idea is like the system manager handles the stations. The stations have a station manager. The station manager handles all the internal state of the stations themselves. So we need, when we die, to broadcast to the station manager that, hey, I've just died. I need to give me a nearest station, and give me, you know, like wherever I die. What's my nearest station? Is there a command or a medical module on the station? And if there is a medical module on the station, give me the nearest healing tank to spawn me in, because that's like the spawning process. If you die, we got to put you we got to put you in a healing tank. So that's kind of what I'm working here. So I've gotten this kind of working with the. We don't have any medical modules, so we're going to create a medical module node. So I don't have a prefab for it, I don't think. Just have the healing tank. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we're working on today. I just did a build, pushed it live. The biggest thing over the last few weeks, which has been kind of a a bit of a rewrite is I went and grabbed a controller, changed everything. So to make the world UI behave itself. So like before, I'd have to go up to any of the terminals, and I would like walk into an area, and I would interact with them, right? And then it would like kind of register and activate the panel. But I don't want to do that anymore, right? So what I'm doing now is I'm raycasting with a player raycast anyway, and I'm dynamically, whenever we hit a panel 3D now, on the first the first time we find one, and we register it as our interactor's default panel 3D, we can only interact with one panel 3D reference anyway. So there'll only ever be a null or a panel reference based on what the raycast is doing. And then on physics update, we're just kind of like telling, we're injecting into the panel 3D our collision point. And then the panel 3D now, its only responsibility, assuming, which is being externally pushed, this is only passing in input as it needs to, right? Like only, when I start a mouse down action, I'm not actually doing a hold right now. I decided not to worry about dragging and really only worry about initial state and end state. Just to keep things simple, I want to simplify the UI. So I do have an artistic option of having a virtual cursor, so we can ultimately, this is an indicator you're seeing here, a raycast indicator, which is used to control the tractor beam and a few other things. But ideally, we'll have our cursor. And then when we're interacting, the cursor will just warp to the in-console cursor. And what I can do then, shouldn't the bottom one be flipping? Oh, probably. Right, so I wanted to clean this up, and I ran into issues where input processing would still be blocked. So I ultimately just found a way to actually disable all the input on the sub viewports and everything. And because we, the raycaster, right, are hitting the static body anyway, we can just wake it up, right, and enable the input on the initialization. So we have an initialization and deinitialization. This way, like, input processing now in the scene, for the player's perspective, for the client, is actually like a million times better. It's faster. Not a million times, you know what I mean? Like this is a way better way of doing it. And I can just kind of like, and I'm also getting the inverse model view matrix of the panel, and we're using that as a multiplier for, pretty much being able to convert this thing to whatever angle, upside down, roof, like it doesn't really matter, right? We hit it, we grab that normal, and we move that normal into or that projection at that point into the into the local space of the panel, and kind of reproject it. And this makes it much easier now if I just go over and spawn a ship in. It's easy, it's nice, but controller now, right? Now it all just works really nicely with the controller, right? Controller input on this, buttery smooth, and easy to kind of quickly bring up things, go through things. I'm not, I'm only using the tractor beam, or I'm only using the controller right now. So I think this is good, because if I'm using the controller, this can become whatever input. We can rebind it. So we have our new missile system in, and what I did last night for the build is I finally got the VJoy working. So now I can actually like move the ship around. Now the only thing I don't have done right now is I don't have visualization of the VJoy. So like, and I don't have roll VR motion support. Right, so I can kind of like move. I can pitch and roll, no problem. But or I can pitch and yaw, no problem. I just can't. I don't have my roll. But yeah, VR kind of just works in Godot, but VR is a little bit more kind of problematic. Yeah, I think yeah, that's the only. I just gotta get Q and E enabled on the bumpers, and we need to, like, once we have some input, I need to zero out this VJoy Because right now they're both conflicting, creating like a, you know, when there's one input, I want to take it over, this becomes a representation of the real controller input, and kind of like if there's a mouse relative, or if there's a mouse delta, then we just kind of switch at the mouse, and if there's a, a controller delta greater than 0, then we just switch them. So this is good. This is being able to play through the build. Oop, hook me, come on, hook me, thank you. With the controller, was kind of important. It makes it really easy to capture footage with the controller, and I think ultimately, controller support is definitely something that we want to kind of have. Hey Dan, welcome for coming in for that lurk. So the idea now is we can die from an NPC. So I want to be able to kind of get into the healing tank and actually be healed. So I want to get the resurrection process happening for the play, not just for the players, but I want to have NPCs on the station, kind of if they do get hurt, for any reason at all, they would actually just register to the station manager, hey, I need a hospital, I myself need a medical tank, and then they'll just kind of go to the medical tank, and it'll just do their thing, and then they'll just go on about their day as well. That way medical tanks can be used by players and NPCs, and also becomes technically a virtual spawn point for a hurt NPC. So like if a ship was destroyed or disabled in some way, and the NPC dies, if for some reason the NPC like didn't die, and you didn't like finish them off or whatever, then they too would also just kind of like respawn at a nearest kind of like a tank. So they're just like an a good way of because I ultimately want to make the liquid kind of not that transparent, so we kind of spawn in goop, and then the goop kind of drains, and it's a good ingest for an NPC to spawn, because you would just kind of see a filled tank and there's an NPC and they kind of walk out and they do their thing. Same thing with a player. The player gets killed, spawns in, and they're kind of good to go. I think that works. I think that's a better. I don't want to have NPCs just popping in anywhere in the build. I think that'd be kind of dumb. So that's my thought process. I want to do like on foot with full VR, and then when in ship, yeah, just use the NXTs. I got the Toby SDK almost working-ish. It's like officially I was chatting with them on the Discord, but it's like not like currently the SDK is in some weird state of not supported. It's kind of weird. I had the DLLs, and I've been kind of like, there's just like the Pro SDK version is well documented and works. I just don't have a key, or I don't have a token that allows me to access the Pro side of the hardware. And for the consumer side, it's terribly convoluted. Like the C++ examples work, but the C# API is very not documented at all compared to the Pro version. So I'll have to like look into Toby a bit more. Probably like at a later pass. Yeah, and we want to get the click to release as well. That's something that I've separated them. I think Antics is right. Just like clicking once and then clicking again to release is probably better. The weird thing is like getting a click on controller support is kind of like weird in Godot. Oh, while you're holding it, it's expanding. So I need to do like a release check or something on it. Okay, anyway, let's continue. So we don't have a medical module. Yeah, this calls for medical module. Hold on. I hate when software devs lock the pro versions beyond some super complex puzzle bar and just like saying pay us to unlock it. The issue is like on Toby, the what audio is coming in? I'm gonna double the audio coming through the stream. Or I'm getting music coming over NDI. Something is coming over NDI. Some random static. It's weird. Yeah, there's just like a buzz or something like on the NDI channel. Maybe it's taking a another camera, but it's too low to. No, it's not doing. Yeah, it's random, but hey, as long as you can't hear it. Yep, so this will be our medical module, and we will need 4 healing things. Four. Probably don't need to be that far apart. Yeah, let's kind of split them up 3. Okay, change mine again. We're doing 2s. This will be our little gray box medical module. Maybe your game software's audio is muted on stream. I don't know. That's a lot more complex than an advanced 3D modeler. What's a lot more complex? So then we have our gray box medical module. And I should have the medical. These should be exported. What is this? Oh, that's cool. The duck. I just figured out just worked out a simple modeler. It's still in very early stages. That's awesome. And you can edit any of the vertices. And what is this running on? That's how the small screens work. Gotcha. That's so cool. Running on Vampire. What is Vampire? The Apollo computer. Oh. Cool. Okay, so it does have 3D support. Supports the Amiga Copper and Glitter, and it supports 3D support via the Maggle 3D technology. Fully independent texture mapper unit that fetches and prefetches bits at the same time as execution code on CPU. Maggie's fully programmable via chipset registers. This is so cool. It's like the next generation Amiga. That's cool. What is this? Antic says this is it's like a new Amiga. And Proton Fig was programming a modeler, like an actual 3D modeler from it. Go forward a bit. See, this is actually a 3D model, like running on the hardware. It's awesome. The stuff is so interesting, man. It's so low level. I'm not using the Maggie's 3D with this though. Gotcha. That's so cool. I gotta give Proton a shout out. Rewind a bit. Okay, give me one second. Is this all assembly? Is all of this assembly? Oh yeah, definitely. This looks all assembly. That's insane. How in the world do you make an entire 3D modeler in assembly? Especially one that renders. That's so cool. Brain damage. Antics. Oh, it's so cool though, man. I would love to know, like, oh, it's like a double-edged sword. I'd love to know that, like, how to do this, but knowing how to do this, I would never get anything done. Like, if I could code at that low level, I would just be making weird shit all the time. I would never be able to finish a game. Oh, it's so cool. Let me actually make the medical module global. You having access to Godot source code is dangerous, dangerous game. Okay, so we have the medical module. And the station has access to its manager. Oh, I don't need this private reference then. This can just be, we could just do a public. Get private set on this. And we should do a get node or null. Did you add a texture to that plane? It looks like it. Oh yeah, I've been going through a material pass on the side. Yeah, there's a whole material pass on all this stuff now for the station materials. You can't see it with the gizmos on, but it's a repeating material. Get some noise. Yeah. There's a whole. I have a material section. I try not to get distracted, but this is stuff I'm working on in the systems project. So I'm just doing up different kind of like defaults, just tileables. It's like not a just nothing crazy right now. I just want to start building up a default like a gray box version, like default walls, default floors, like one generic medical, material with some glossiness, like a glare, kind of with some blue. So just like a palette, which is only used for like this particular one for the gray box stuff. So I just kind of started the process. And obviously not meant to be final art, but just meant to kind of give it a bit more splat, pizzazz, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it still keeps a lot of these references. It's really interesting. Yeah, and this is for the NPCs. This system needs to change. Anyway, so then our player health. What is that? Andex played once human yesterday. I know she base despawned, but it's still marked. Oh, Raven, I weighed myself. You're down, down to 469 pounds. What were you up to? Because I think I might do a registered event instead of like doing it through the parent. I might do a delegate that we subscribe to. So then when the take damage triggers death, we trigger the death event, which will propagate. I don't know if I'm awake. Yeah, we're always getting our game manager. Oh, okay, 2 months ago, I gotcha. 284. That's good. And thanks, Andix, for throwing up the Facebook. We're trying to get the Facebook to 100 followers. So if you do have Facebook, like no obligation. This is a game manager. Yeah, so the game manager does start kind of like manage its own systems. I'm using it for the drop down. Well, this should technically all move to the system manager. But I kind of get why that this way. So I could do it through the game manager. Staying with it is not exposed to the interface. Yeah, they was already dead. Respawn player. Yeah, I'm like temporarily looking for the game manager. I'm gonna write some terrible jank code to be refactored later. There's a variant to bull. All right. Our healing tanks. Oh yeah, I forgot about the animations. Okay, let's go get killed and see what happens. Still get caught by the security guard. Player is dead. Oh, am I not broadcasting time? Nope, there's no game manager. Oh, because there's no terminals. Yeah, that's fine. Healing tank instance was outside. Modified outside was instance, but was vanished. And the mouse. Oh. Did I redo it? I probably, yeah, let's make this not edible. So this never gets called. We never get the respawn player call. So it tried to call it, but did we just not get a point? Or hang on a second. Station manager has one medical module. Yeah, I'm gonna refactor a lot of this. Because it would be nice if the star system data, instead of a manager per se, which is running as a singleton, it might be nice to have the star system as a child, as a node, but everything predefined. So this way, as I make a star system scene, it needs to be loaded in. We can have all the data already pre-populated and kind of like created here. We can still have a star system manager then that can kind of like, once the star system is loaded, kind of, register kind of like all these things. Register its star system node pretty much into the manager, and then the manager can kind of manage through the data that's in the star system. So the graceful load and unload of a new star system in a whole new scene could be a bit easier to do. I don't think this reference scheme manager. Yeah, station fan. Are we getting that when we hit start? Are we actually getting here the info? Updating star system. The station is loaded. Station fan station. So we do have a station loaded. Oh god, I'm taking damage already. So respawn player rigid body, but it's not moving. But I don't know if it found. Respawning player. Get a free healing tank. Have I set up station correctly? No. At default. Mhm. Okay, so we didn't have a manager. This is set up fine. So this should now work. No? Oh, because the healing tanks didn't register. Wait, why are the healing tanks messed up? Oh. That's why I made them editable. I had the colliders in them. I wonder if should we wait on the die? Yeah. Where's that emote? Thieve? Just a dance. Some chill music. So let's just say that we're good. GD. So we're actually responding to player. Let's make this async. And let's do a get free. Break timer. Let me grab a reference. Yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, that's another time, right? Yeah, let's give the player time to finish the animation. So let's take 2 seconds. Respawn player should at least be triggered. Then a global position, good match, and then a global rotation. Yeah. Let's do this again. That's me changing the class to a global class, losing all its references. Let's go attract the NPC, get shot at, get killed. Respond to player, respond player. Interestingly enough, yeah, this found it. Respond player to tank that name. Like, add a tank. We're being silly today. Yeah, that's the first tank. We should be teleported to the first tanks. Maybe we are being teleported. I never actually noticed, but maybe we're going to World Origin. We may actually like get killed on the edge. Let's just see what, yeah, see if we actually get teleported. No. Oh, we do. Okay, okay. So this is working. For some reason, the medical tank's global position is coming in as 0. We're not actually being stood up. and reactivated. Yeah, so I'm in spawn camp. Yeah. So if we're returning back the healing thing. Oh. We're not going to talk about this. But yeah, and then stand. On our player body. Should be setting sitting to be false. And we should be calling that. But yeah, because we're not actually running. Taking an eye player. Yeah, let's just do this on the player body. Yeah, I'm just being an idiot. And for the multiplayer, we'll need our RPC. This is what happens before the coffee kicks in. You get bad. I can't wait to do some FPS refactoring and get the FPS actually playing like an FPS game. Come and get me, here I am. Yeah, because it's not unlocking at me. Stop shooting me! Yeah, so we are going inside because yeah, so it is working, just not standing it. And not unlocking it. Yeah, is there an animation loop? Yeah, we're always sitting, or we're sitting or standing, this is all fine. Yeah, because then in the seat. We'll just run a stand, clear, pilot, and unlock. Then we get out, and it works. For the player rigid body. So that stand should work. Unless the input processing is Maybe I might have unlocked them before we stand. Hmm. Do I have it set? Right, for die to be revived, if we die, I don't know. No, yeah, we should go to the oh, we have to go through the revive process in the animation tree. We don't have a state from die. Right, to get us back to, we go through revive. They're from death. We'd have to go back to idle, I guess. Or we'd have to trigger an idle. A lot of characters like blacked out, or just have a like just create a link or a trigger. The setting it to false is not going to. That makes sense from sitting. Yeah, so we need to send a revive trigger to get back to idle. So on die. Let me just add a quick. Yeah, so that's on instead of a stand. Stand is not going to work. to be a revive. Because an NPC automatically revives. Well, we gotta make sure he's not actually like his whole string his weapon on death. Oh, something is keeping the state down. I'm not resetting the state. Something's still killing us. Oh, the NPC is still shooting us. So we're going to revive. Yeah, because that would only be true one time to trigger it. Gotcha. So that way we go back to the door. And then we need to actually check to see if we've killed the enemy. Because it'll take a bit. So the second weave took damage. Okay, yeah. Equip weapon. Although it should have unequipped the weapon. I guess I'm not checking the equipment status in my firing. Yeah, because I think we might ignore the animation tree and make a reset function for all players. It just resets their state. Skynet, no, sprays water. Buy cheap viewers. For what purpose? What would fake viewers do? I don't understand. Robots watching my stream. Maybe they'll learn how to game dev more. Yeah, I think the idea of creating a unified on the interface reset on the iPlayer would be kind of good. One on the net side, which will be an RPC for the reset. For resetting the actor state. Just gotta go implement all these. Because then we'll just kind of like force the animation tree into idle state immediately without the Manually advanced animations. Let me check ChatGPT real quick before I hit the documentation. With no blind time. We force animation to play specific animation. Use the travel method. Wait, so normally the state machine, we get our parameter for playback. Force the animation to play specific. You do travel, but what an animation name. Oh, okay. So you can force idle, literally. You can travel idle. Does that work on there? Let's see. Animation tree. Oh, because we need the state machine reference. Parameters playback. Is that on a predefined set of parameters, or is it just on parameters itself? Or what I need to know specifically? So once so if we want to manually control, okay, no, it is just playback. Cool. So this reset should bring us back to idle forcefully. Instead of revive, we'll do a reset. And we'll just reset. Works. View the position on the amplifier. No, what's that? No, they're gremlins. Takes the water away. Yeah, technically all viewers are cheap viewers. If you pay them, then they're expensive viewers. Yeah. What player actor doesn't implement? Yes, it does. What do you mean? I mean, I guess I'm not doing anything in the implementation. You're gonna complain. Right, good. If this works, I'll use this reset interface on the different ones. Come on, kill me. All I want you to do is kill me. And me to respawn. Oh, it's so forcing me to kind of... keeping me in die set. The dumb little ground texture. Oh, maybe because he was still shooting me. Stop shooting me. Yeah, because I don't really have a registration. We need to know. On the combat check. Let's check and see. Citrus target. So let's cast this back to an eye player. Or actually, let's do cast on him. It's like player health dot. Yeah, because hmm. Yeah, the dumb little ground texture adds so much. I want to make a gameplay loop antics where we just had to in multiplayer sneak past the guards, and I'll have the visual cone of like showcasing the visual range and the audible range, and it's just a test, right? And it will kind of like get an aggro table going, and kind of like just see how it plays. Oh, I'm still going through the animation state. So what is my state right now for the animation player? Like, I don't even see the model. Oh, here. We're still in die. Die is not being cleared. When we do a revive. I've just cleared it, but we're not. Interesting. Oh, because we need to if we're doing the reset, if we're forcing it, we still need to set all the parameters. When we advance the travel, we're just not waiting on the animation. Yeah, so we're still like, yeah, when we're doing the reset, we're still doing this. We're actually setting both to be false because we're not really doing anything. Idle is going to be true. So we know what state we're in when when sitting will be false. Yeah, so we'll set animations. And then we'll grab our state machine and force travel to idle. Because when that's defined, idle should be naturally moving to idle anyway. Let's die as false. Okay, this is setting die, but then revive. Usually false here. Just do a legitimate reset. Okay. The only thing is, it didn't do a full reset per se. So I don't know. I think travel just forces the state machine to move, but doesn't force the doesn't do what I want it to do, which is a pure reset. We could tell the animator, we could tell the animation player to just go ahead and do idle, probably. Oh, it's found me again. And I don't want that to happen until after we yeah, it's interesting. Oh, we're being rotated too early. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't really think it's working. Like, I think we had an animation player play. Oh, just do it. Don't travel, just play it. Yeah, so then we'll get these systems turned into RPCs for multiplayer. I just want an instantaneous teleportation after it's over. I want my reset to be a real reset. Does it need to still go back, travel to idle, and then play idle? Like, I just want to force. Just want to force it. We're also, like, when we start playing that animation, we're rotating, which is annoying. So we want to make sure that that animation itself doesn't yeah, I just gotta make a trigger that I'll reset. Create some test scenes that we'd be kind of simulating it each time. Yeah, like, why do I look at that? Like, I'm okay with that. That still works mechanically. Oh my god. No. Is because that's my female animation set. The model animation player is using female animation. So female animations idle in place. It's not the actual name. And I think we actually need to call the full animation if you want to override it while we're waiting for the animation tree. No, it might still be just idle in place. The path might not matter. Let's find out. Right, because this changes to the name of the state node, which I do believe is correct, but flight is not correct. Okay, let me just try idle in place, and then we'll just do female animations. It's always good to unrush yourself when it comes to the animation tree and animation player and what it can do. You haven't touched it in a while. Come on. Yeah, because I don't like lock is, oh yeah, because lock is actually moving the rigid body back to its center. But that wasn't the right name. So it is this. What I had to do is I had to like query the animation tree to see what the idle is. And it'll pull back the animation name. Email and I can't English apparently. Animations, idle in place. Idle, capital I, capital B. Because it'd be nice to know if we can actually like force a play on the animation player itself, which is redefined. No. Yeah, so it is playing that animation. Yeah. Yeah, I just want, we gotta be a way to just force. But it would have to build up the tree, you know what I mean? Like I know I could go into the animation tree. Right, and we could make a connection from die back to a reset. Right, so that it can traverse from any animation state to a reset instantly. But I feel like there's got to be a way to just reset the animation tree. If you want to immediately play a state without traveling, then run start on the playback. What? Start string name void. If reset is true, the animation is played from the beginning. Will we start on... Every tutorial says use travel, but start seems to be able to replace all instances I can think of. For example, say you have 4 nodes, or A, B to C, and the connections between B, C, D are all set to continue. At the end, it's currently playing node A. Playback travel D will play, yeah, B then C. But playback start D will jump immediately to D, skipping any node connections. Oh, okay. Is it on the tree? Or on the player? It's on the state machine. Okay, so once we have a state machine for playback, we'll do a start on idle instead. Well, that should reset the state machine at idle. Maybe. Come on, it'd be so. It'd be really nice to get this kind of polished a bit. Because I want to work on the AI logic and some of the actual code. No? Oh? Oh? We're looking down. Tell me again. Oh, so it's still, it's still blending from the original state, but it's an immediate traversal. So we're actually going from down to idle, the blend. Well, that's great. Am I facing the wrong way? Do I need a node for the reset location? Hi, here I am. Yeah, I am. All right, so we're backwards, which is fine because I think our healing tank is actually backwards anyway. Because we are looking forward. Yes, those are backwards. So let's do 180 on the healing tank, because we should be facing... Yeah, this is forward. And the animations are still good, right? I guess not. Yeah. Gonna go get killed. Then we gotta do the same thing for the ship death. Shoot me. Still Oh, it still thinks I'm dead. Because I haven't been healed. Yeah, I'm still kind of looking the wrong way. I think we need a target. Because I think these animations are happening on the model itself. I'd have to adjust the original rotation value. Oh yeah, so it doesn't really matter if it's rotated. Because the animation's gonna be retargeted. Let me kill these. Let me just add 180 to them. Yeah, we'll keep it 180 by default. Just gotta make sure we're facing, because I do want to make them so by default they're facing glass forward. And I think the origin of the player is a bit off. Slightly. What the hell? What is it? Me? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, so this reference, global position, or removing the player, they're getting pushed back, I think, by the collider. I think this one needs to be off by default. Let me turn off the layer, because I think we're just getting pushed. You're not allowed in there until the thing is activated. And I think that's the only thing kind of stopping the system from looking good. Because once we get players kind of respawning, and then like once again it's the same thing, once the ship blows up, thus the player gets killed. So when the ship blows up, the occupants inside just take the same receiving damage. And they just die naturally. But sometimes the ship won't actually kill the player. Yeah, some other like backwards. Where is the NPC? Where's our death? I don't see him. The NPC advance, oh, there he is. Yeah, it's pushing us back. I don't know why we had that little bit of momentum. We're not like perfectly aligned to the. It's probably the tail end of the animation getting up. Or the prefab itself is. Not centered. I mean, it's not quite centered, but. We'll just disable this one. That's set. Let me just see. So it's off by default in the collider. If a player is inside, we're going to do you know, this should be private. Yeah, so just make it a set HB function. Actually, we'll do a reset HB function. Yeah, I don't know why we're still kind of off. We should probably not unlock the player until after the full animation is done. And I'm still convinced that there's a way to just reset the animation tree forcefully, but I would have the complete logic for it. Like what? I don't know. Like, yeah, I think it's a tail end of the blend. It's a tail end of the blend, which is root motion based, back to being an upward state. That's messing with us, so it'll be fixed when we. So let's take this, swing it around. Oh, actually, those things. Is it though? Yeah, I wonder why the default animation, the default position, is not taking the non-animated version. Because I think they're actually still facing the wrong direction. Yeah. I want to make that usable. Yeah, that's exactly why the movement is on. Yeah, and I wonder why. So that works. It forces it to. Can we do it with no blend? Can we start this? If reset, the animation is played from the beginning. So is reset not played from true? Is it true by default? Yes, it is. Reset. If reset is true, the animation is played from the beginning. Maybe we're start idle not from the. Maybe we didn't else. Seriously. Are you making a game? I am making a game. Well, hi. I think you asked that last time. Oh my god, it works. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we can totally do that. Excellent. I visit a lot of streams. Yeah, we had this conversation the other day. We went deep into it when I was showing off the project. Yeah, so the lock needs to perfect. Yeah, so I need another method that will move us to yeah, so instead of setting the base rotation to be 0, I want to use the base rotation's basis. So I kind of want to do both. So we'll do we'll set the global rotation to be the base global rotation, then set the base rotation to be 0. So we kind of flip them for the lock. And then we set our collision layers. How are you doing, Zlad? Or what are you working on today? The real question is why aren't you triaging bugs on some aging PHP code base for a CRUD app only used in shipping and receiving? Exactly. How's it going, the other Zech? Yeah, so let's see if the reset's more stable. Hey, do you use something to help you test your games instead of running testing changes on variables testing? So the plan over the summer is to look into using this unit testing library. It is called, not this one. It was this really nice one. It wasn't GD Unit 4 either. I can find it. But I haven't started writing unit tests yet, but the idea is to write deployable unit tests. So if I have a ship configuration and we've made a new ship, and it would just automatically deploy a build to a Docker container and run through a full series of instantiate a scene, load in a player, check the parameters of the player, and then generate an XML report. Yeah, exactly. You write unit tests for it, which would save us a lot of this time that I'm doing right now. Kind of like YOLOing it. But I want to find the one that had. Oh, the chicken sock has one. Yeah, I want to try to find that one now. 4.2 beta 3. Maybe we'll look into this one 2 hours ago. Well, that's the idea. So what's embedded test in the inspector, convenient runnable, fluent syntax. We're looking for something we can deploy in the scene. Spy feature for verifying that a function was called. Mocking classes. There we go. Scene runner for simulating kinds of inputs and actions, such as mouse clicks. Say you want to simulate mouse clicks or a keyboard, or you want to wait for a specific signal in a scene. What is their C# documentation? Before diving in the GD unit, make sure your project is appropriately outlined. Uses C# language standard 11. We're using .NET 8. History or C# build settings. But that is the answer to that question, though, is to use unit tests that work in scene setups to kind of like automate the process. But I'm not sure exactly which one I want to ultimately go with. When, you know, right now it's just a lot of prototyping and getting art and stuff together. It hasn't been too much of the time sink, but it'll save time in the long run. And no errors, and we're healed, and we're fine. So as long as now we have a medical module, and we have our medical module healing tanks, should be fine, should be able to heal the player when they die. So we need to now. So we should technically be able to just grab one of these modules. Let's go to the online universe. And let's throw in our medical module. Throw it over here in the corner. Plug it into our manager. Now I don't have the .NET, I don't have the .NET versions of a lot of this reset code and RPC is actually in yet, but we should be responding to the projectile. I'm curious now to see what happens by default. We start shooting each other. I know the die doesn't tie into a system manager for multiplayer, but Well, no, he's just kind of reacting. Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright, so the iPlayer health is not defined on the network version of the player. So PlayerNet does not have a health system. Okay, so now we have our health script attached. And this doesn't matter if it's a network player or a regular player. The only thing is revive and die need to be synchronized. I gotta reorder them. We gotta fix the projectiles. And if we're the ones receiving the damage right now, under our own authority, we could actually just tell the station manager to give us a position to spawn in, but we'll both be spawning in the same spot. It won't be kind of unique, just like give us a reset spot. Player.die. Hey man, gotta keep it simple. Yeah, it doesn't really have a game manager. Regs handler. Well, we should still have our system manager, so yeah, let's steal that code. And then for the net player, because we need to have authority to do so. So I don't know. If player is player everybody net. I've read multiplayer authority return. And then the logo reset function will be the same. And antics is red. Oh yeah, right. The host doesn't have a color. Yeah, I don't think we're taking the damage. Yeah, because these are not spawning correctly in multiplayer ability. Or not spawning with the correct authority. I wonder if projectiles should just kind of go in their own node, their own management. Alright, so we're at the 3 hour mark. I think I'm going to take my break and get some food. And we'll be back after. But for those that are on the Patreon, there is a build up. Links are in the Discord. Just testing out the missile system and pretty much everything that I've done over the last few weeks. That's like everything. And you can always join the Patreon just as a free member, just for like to kind of get an idea of what we're doing and how fast we're doing it. I'm gonna try to get some of the missile stuff fixed, and I think after lunch, I'm going to go back into the art, leaving at the art category. But I'm gonna try to finish up the module, or not, you know, at least call it good enough. Because even the clinic in its current state is fine, just to get it in there. So that way you can respawn in the clinic. And we'll clean some of this up after. But if I could get this into the main build, I'd be quite happy. We'll kind of dress it up afterwards. Just to have this done over with for today anyway. It's like, you know, a lot of these props will be revisited when I get back into the bigger station. So then the relay, because the system works now, and that's all the hospital is. It's just like a, you know, it's just a module. It has rooms technically, and the rooms will have a tank. So there's an extra layer. Instead of just having a list of, you know, tanks, there'll be a list of medical rooms, and each medical room will have a tank. So that way you can be assigned a room, and then in the room, you know, the tank works as the respawn for the room. So that's how that'll be like kind of engineered. But But in the, you know, the standard, but now that the ships are working and the flight's working, I want to get the combat, everything we just did with the NPC ship, I want to get working with the regular ship. And want the regular ship to be dogfighting us and trying to blow us up, the same thing. Because then I can get the bounty missions and NPC missions working at the same time. Because like technically it'll only be an NPC mission, but you can kill them obviously if they're in their ship, because when their ship blows up, it kills them. So the bounty missions that'll be like happening like on ground here in the test scene is literally the same system. So getting like, you know, this finished up and working, and getting the yeah, now we have missiles and everything working. Yeah, I'm trying to get all this stuff pushed into the build would be great. Yeah, because I think this will be fine. Yeah, so it's just going to be finishing this one, and then detailing some of the other like locations. Like I want to get the security building looking a little bit more security-ish, as we're to go grab our security contracts. And then, you know, for the final aspect of the build, I want to get the ship purchases, which was this one. Kind of looking a bit nicer. Like just kind of give detail to the actual, you know, place to go purchase the ship. You purchase your ship, purchase your components. Components store just needs like an actual dressing. So we can get these kind of working now in the main build. And then, yeah, we will be very close to having a playable vertical slice that has all the detail. But with that, I'm going to go raid someone. And be back after lunch. You guys are all awesome. You know, definitely check out the, if you guys get a moment or have some free time, check out the Facebook page so I can get the Facebook Live working. And get into the first set. I'll go find someone.